Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Kat about raid. That's it, just raid. Okay, today we are making a video because Boomer is taking over my account and I'm scared. He is doing a video series on his channel where it's complete account takeover. I have given him full reign to my account. Just, do whatever, just put things back together when you're done. So far, he hasn't done that. He has been bad about putting things back together on champions, even though I asked him to and even though he told me to. So it's going great. This is the upside of us both being Raid Shadow Legends players and content creators. So if you want to, it's going to appear up in the corner if you want to watch his channel as he goes through and mangles my account. You can watch it from his perspective, and then I'll be making some videos here on my channel from my perspective. So before we get into the meat of today, don't forget to click the link in the description if you want to get Corrado Fox Hunter as a beginner to your account. And then you get Hugo once you hit level 10. Super important champion. Wonderful in all areas. Lady Annabelle, Boomer's favorite, once you hit level 20. And Fane once you hit level 30. So all of these champions are free to you through the account or the QR code. Then you need to use the promo code Monkey King and get Sun Wukong. He is a major part of today's video and still one of my favorite champions to ever exist. So we love him. I highly recommend him. You have to use that promo code in the first 48 hours of creating your account. And again, that promo code is Monkey King, all one word. Then there is also a Lemonisi Goldwing free login champion that is coming to the game. I just did a video about her. So you're starting your account with 3 legendaries, 3 epics, and lots of fun to be had in Raid Shadow Legends. I also want to say thank you guys again so much for 1,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. I am so honored. I'm so grateful. Thank you guys so much for bringing me into the community, helping me be a part of this, getting me to 1,000 subscribers, which is bonkers. And I really appreciate that so much. And we will be doing a live stream here on the channel on July 21st, this coming Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you follow my Instagram there, I'll put up countdown things on my stories so you can follow there and kind of see how long it is from wherever you are in the world. So let's talk about the state that my account is in. First off, can we talk about my silver? Because I had 8 million yesterday. What Boomer decided to do was that his #1 priority was to focus on my arena. And his next priority, I believe, is going to be Clan Boss, but Arena is more important because depending on the tier that you're in Classic Arena, you get area bonuses for all of your champions. So my previous Arena team was Sun Wukong, Deacon Armstrong, Alice, and Thor. So those are my 4. His immediate suggestion when I told him this before he even got into my account was to include Fabian. So I did that and swapped out Alice for Fabian. So it was Sun Wukong, Deacon, Fabian, and Thor. That already alone helped me get through some good teams. So I knew that he was onto something and I had to just, shut up and let him do it. So I left Boomer to his own devices on my account and he convinced me that he could get me to gold 5. Not immediately, but that was his goal, was to get me to gold 5. I typically land around gold 2. So as you can see where I'm at right now, we've made some progress. We're in gold 3, halfway through gold 3, and really making some big jumps. So when I came back, here is what I found. So my new team to battle with is now pretty similar. Deacon Armstrong, Sun Wukong, Fabian, and Alice. So we swapped out Thor for Alice. Main reason for that is Alice has intimidating presence, which is a blessing that allows her to strengthen the other team's aura, strengthen your team's aura, weaken the other team's aura. So she was an obvious choice. Plus, she has higher star ranking and a lot more oomph behind her. So that was a major reason in why she got swapped out instead of Thor. I do think Thor is a great addition to my arena, just not when we're down to the wire like this. So we're going to see how this plays out. So this is a team that's significantly... Boomer said I have to start getting picky with the champions that I'm fighting, with the teams that I'm fighting. Like this, for example, fuck no. Not with Arbiter and Armands. What I want to do is I want to showcase a team that is bigger than me. Pretty sure we can beat this. We may not, but we're going to do this, and I'm going to show it in slow motion so I can explain what is happening. So Deacon Armstrong has 300 speed, so he's always going to go first to boost our own turn meter and then decrease defense on the enemy. Fabian then comes in to increase cooldowns, and then Sun Wukong will come in, steal a bunch of health, steal some buffs, and do some damage. So they're going to take their turns, whatever. Then Alice comes in, does another increase of cooldown, decreases their turn meter, and does hella more damage. So now basically, because we went first, because we had that lineup, especially because of Fabian increasing the cooldown right off the bat, it means that when the opposing team is going to be able to take their turn, all they're going to be able to do is their basic attacks. It kind of prevents it's kind of a nothing turn that they can take. There's not a lot of champions whose basics do a lot of crazy stuff. So the way that is set up is he basically makes sure nobody can do anything there, and then it allows him possibly to do his A2, which puts on fear or petrification. Then Sun Wukong and Alice come in with hella damage right after that. So it's pretty nuts. We just punched up over 100,000 team with really not that much of a problem. So I thought that was nuts that we were doing it. And it makes it so that, but I can take out teams most of the time. Even this team right here, I'm pretty sure we can get through. I'm also looking for that intimidating presence, which you see both Arbiter and Armands have on this one. So that is, again, a fuck no. But I'm pretty sure we can take out this one, even though there is an Arbiter and an Eostrid. So we're going to see. So this is another chance for you to see everything in action. Yep, see, we go first, boost our turn meter, decrease defense on everybody else. He knocks down their cooldown, which is hugely important. Lands some fear, so even if they do take a turn, they're not going to go anywhere. Because of that increased cooldown, the best they're going to do is their basic. Sun Wukong comes in with the damage, and then Alice finishes it off. So I really love this setup that he's given here. I think that's super important. So now I'm going to talk about what he did. My Deacon Armstrong is now running at almost 300 speed, which is absolutely nuts. He's going to be core to all of this until I get Arbiter, which I am very, very close to, especially now because Boomer has helped me get enough of my little medals so that I can upgrade my affinity bonus to level 10, which we are going to do right now. Why not? I'm making sure I'm still recording a video. It would suck. At the very least, this went through and gave me 5,000 tournament points for clan versus clan. I always like to time it that way. So now I am in the last few little bits of the Arbiter missions. We are 11 away, so stay tuned for a video on that. So until I get her, Deacon Armstrong is going to be my big buddy until then. Fabian here got a stupid accuracy boost. I'm covering it yet again. 559 accuracy. And the way he did this was he screwed around with a lot of my artifacts and used a lot of glyphs, but he now has a huge accuracy boost and a brand new relic. So the relic that he got was Molten Death Bell, was that his turn meter increases by 10% when he applies fear or true fear or petrification, things that he applies constantly. So he gets a huge turn meter boost, which means that he can just keep going and keep rocking, which I thought was really, really smart. So my goal now gives me a goal to keep boosting this relic and keep getting it up as high of level and high of star rank as I can. Sun Wukong was already pretty well taken care of. I had a good relic on him ready to go. What he did was he gave him a little boost in attack. I think about almost 1,000 boost in attack, and that just really makes him bonkers. The way I have him built normally is 100% crit rate and then crazy high crit damage. So Alice also got a new relic. She got the same one that my Sun Wukong has, which is a 20% chance to deal 10% more damage when attacking, because her whole jam is, she has that boost. She has that increased cooldown, which is helpful as a cleanup for Fabian, just kind of keeping everyone at bay. But her main point is damage, as you could see. So most everyone also got a bunch of new artifacts, and Lot of emphasis on feral, and the reason behind that is they get an accuracy and speed boost as they go, and depending on how good they are, you get a block debuff buff. And that was why you saw that on Fabian, because he is that stacked with his feral gear. This all matters because, like I said at the very beginning, where you are ranked in Arena gives you an overall boost in HP, attack, and defense, including places like Clan Boss and Faction Wars and all these other places that I want to work on really badly. You need to be as stacked in Arena as possible and be making as much progress in Arena as possible. So that's why he prioritized it the way he did. And also my Arena champs work really well in other places that matter a lot. Like Fabian, I use all the time in Doom Tower. So now my Doom Tower, I mean, I was doing okay. I can run through a Doom Tower normal, like super consistently. So that's not a problem for me. But now it's just like, I can just leave it running. It'll go super quick. I don't even have to worry about it because Fabian just knocks all of that into place. It's very nice. I also use a lot of these champions in dungeons. I use Sun Wukong in a lot of places like Hydra, and I use Alice in a lot of dungeons. I use Deacon Armstrong in a ton of places. Like, these are champions. The Arena, the champions that I have ready set up for Arena are good in a lot of other places. So I feel comfortable putting so much silver into these champions because they're going to help in a lot of other places and just give me an overall boost. Even without getting an account takeover, what I recommend is if you can focus on Arena as much as possible, it's a huge help because it's a great place to focus on if your account feels stalled. So I was starting to feel like I don't really know how to make it go further from here. So this has kind of given me a whole new mindset and new places to work on. Obviously, some more artifacts that I need to be upgrading. If you're feeling like your account is kind of stalled, this might be a place to start. Start with Arena. Refunkify your Arena team and see if that helps. What I also recommend is put your account up on Reddit, which you're like, Kat, that sounds weird. Yep, I know. So pushing that button, you see up here we have these little modules. Clicking this shows a majority of your account. And what you can do is you can take a screenshot of this. I see this happen all the time on Reddit. Take a screenshot, put it up on Reddit, on the Raid Shadow Legends subreddit, and kind of explain to people what's going on with your account. You know, sometimes people are asking, who should I upgrade next? Who should I 6-star next? Who should I, do whatever to? Or say, I'm really struggling in Iron Twins. Who am I missing here? If you don't want to go into all of the difficulty of researching through Hell Hades and doing all that stuff, I understand. Sometimes you don't want to be doing all that. It's just a mobile game. Ask questions in the comments section of YouTuber videos that are covering the game. Those are all places where you can get advice if your game is stalled, so you don't necessarily need to have a husband who's going to do an account takeover for you. It has made things really weird for a day or two. My artifact movement borked some other places, such as my Theodore got borked, and so I had to kind of replay around with that. So there is something to be said for doing stuff yourself, but it's very helpful to get an outside perspective on your account. And frankly, it has been worth it. So thank you, Mobile Gamer. I'm going to make sure it's clear for him. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for being here. If you have some other suggestions or your thoughts on having an account takeover or ways to boost your account if it's stalled, please feel free to comment below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to click the link in the description in order to get Corrado Fox Hunter and the lovely Yugo once you hit level 10. The voluptuous Lady Annabelle once you hit level 20, and Squeaky Fane once you hit level 30. And don't forget to use the promo code Monkey King to get Sun Wukong, or use the promo code Get Alice to get Alice the Wanderer. But you can only pick one. I recommend Sun Wukong, but either of them are super helpful when you work on Arena and in some other places in the game. But thank you again so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video.